It's all good. So again, my name is Tamira Hamilton, content marketing strategist and creator of 30-Day Influence Booster Challenge. And today we are going to talk about the number one thing that you can do online on social media in order to be seen as an authority. So first, let's talk about what are some of the benefits of being seen as an authority. Well, number one, the fact that you're seen as an authority, thank you for sharing, Vershante, is indicative of the fact that you have a message. People believe your message, they trust you, and basically when you become an authority figure, you have influence, okay? Influence. We live in the age of influence marketing. We've moved past referral marketing, y'all. We are in the world of influence marketing, okay? And I believe in order for you to get referrals, you need to first have authority and influence, okay? Thank you for sharing, Aisha. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, okay? So who would like more influence? Who would like to be seen as an authority on Facebook with regard to a certain subject matter? Okay, so can you let me know in the comments with a number 1 if you would like to be seen as an authority, as a person of influence, as an influential person? Let me know in the comments with a number 1. And I should have refilled my coffee, but I'm already feeling a little whoop-de-doop, so I probably don't need any more coffee. And I couldn't have overdosed more on the concealer today, but your girl had problems with these allergies and stuff, so I had to kind of make myself look semi-presentable. So I do apologize for the heavy concealer under the eye, but I was not about to do my whole face over again. Thank you for sharing, Michelle. Michelle is a 1. Vershante is a 1. I know, out of the people we have on here, more than 2 want to be seen as an influence. Even if you're not marketing a product or a service, you need to be seen as an influence, number 1, to your children. That's the first place you need to be seen as an influence. In your community, when you're serving and giving to others, influence makes the world go round, y'all. Influence makes the world go round. So, influence is basically when you speak, people listen because they respect you, because they respect your opinion, and that is earned. It is not automatically given, okay? So let's talk about that. Respect is earned. It is not given. How do you get that respect? How do you earn that respect? It is through basically providing value, okay? You have to provide value. And as you're providing that value, I'm going to be real clear with y'all. I need you to understand this. You need to be very clear on a couple things. Number 1, who you are, who you serve, and how you serve them. You have to really narrow down those 3 things. Who are you? What do you stand for? Who do you serve? And how do you serve them? What is your niche, right? So, because the number 1 thing that is going to take away from your influence and authority is 1 minute you're selling watches, the next minute you're selling lasagna, the next minute you're selling t-shirts, the next minute you're selling, microwaves. You don't want to be seen as that guy in New York constantly, I got watches, I got white socks, I got makeup from China. You don't want to be seen as that person, right? So that's one thing that you need to do before you can even think about what is coming next, okay? So talk to me. I want to hear from you, right? Did you at one time, or do you currently, have you been led to believe that all you have to do is join a company and start sharing that company's link and pictures directly from the company's website or catalog about the product or services, and that's going to make people want to buy from you because they're your friends and family? It's just like when you go to a restaurant and you tell people about a good restaurant that you ate at, right? Have you been under that assumption, or have you witnessed and experienced people under that assumption? I'm sure that you have. And I'm here to tell you they're doing it wrong. That is not how you go about it, okay? You want to be seen as a person of influence, and the number one way to have influence over people is to sow a seed in them first, to lead with value, okay? And so what you're going to do is you need to be creating valuable content and fill your timeline with valuable content. Okay, so like this live video is one way that I serve, by giving away valuable content, because I've got 26 years of sales and marketing experience, double master's degrees, and have built a successful team online myself. Okay, so sharing my experience, my tips, my do's and don'ts. Does it mean it's the only way? Absolutely not. But it worked for me, and if it worked for me, it can work for you, and if not you, it's going to work for somebody else, and it already has done so. So you have to lead with value, okay? The number one thing that you can do to become a person of influence is stand up, stand out, be seen by providing valuable content, okay? And so once people have done this, they usually mess it all up. And you want to know how? They mess it up because what they do is they start dropping links in the comments, and that is not what you want to do, okay? The number one way to increase your closing rate is not by just sending somebody to a website. Did you know that? There is something that you can do that will drastically increase your closing rate. If you want to know what that is, let me know with a smiley face emoji in the comments, because it's probably going to knock your socks off when I tell you. If you want to know the number one thing that is going to create influence, put you in the position of being a person of authority, then let me know in the comments with hi Ashley, hi Felisa. Let me know in the comments with a smiley face. Let me know, because I'm dying to tell you. I want you to ask me so I can tell you. I'm busting at the seams to tell you. Okay, let me know in the comments if you want to know the number one thing you can do online to increase your closing rate. Okay, so I'm starting to see the smiley faces. Hi, Ashley. Thank you, girlfriend. Okay, like I said, the worst thing you can do is just drop your link and think people are going to go to your website. You have less than a 2% chance that somebody's going to visit a website the first time and buy. Here's the other thing you need to know. They might be standing in line at Starbucks getting their pumpkin spice latte, and they might have every intention of buying, but they might get called up to order next, and next thing you know, they forgot because the phone rang and all other kinds of stuff, and then they don't even remember to go back to the website. Okay, so here's what you want to do. In place of dropping that link, you want to drive people to an offline form of communication so that you can have a one-on-one consultation, no more than 10 or 15 minutes, okay? I want you to think about commercials that you see on television, right? So your lawyers, your tax professionals, right? These are people who are seen as professionals. What do they always say at the end of their commercial? They say, for a free consultation, dial 1-800-LAWYER, right? And they are seen as people of what? Authority, people of influence. So if you want to be seen as a person of authority and a person of influence, that is what you want to do as well. You want to serve up value, 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 and then you're going to do a call to action, and that call to action is going to be to ask people who are looking for help, who have questions, who need more information, to reach out to you for a consultation, one-on-one communication. Okay? Is that making sense? Can y'all let me know in the comments? Y'all real quiet today. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Is that making sense? You need to be doing consultations, okay? I do have the ability. I have a wide enough audience that I can drop links in certain places and people will buy from me. What I will tell you is I can even get some sizable orders that way. But nothing, absolutely nothing replaces the relationship and the trust that is built by doing a consultation. The people that I do consultations with come back and buy from me time and time again. Okay? Time and time again. There is power in the consultation. One thing I need y'all to stop doing is stop making posts. And I shouldn't say I need, because you're not going to stop doing it because I need you to stop doing it. One thing you definitely want to stop doing, and I'm going to explain why first, is you want to stop posting, I need 30 faces. Because now it's about you. It's not about them. So in that person's mind, you need faces. You need models. They're expecting to show up and not have to pay. And then that's where people get into, because I get asked this all the time. Well, how do you do a face and then make the transition to them paying? Well, it's implied that if you're even thinking about talking to me, that at some point we're going to have a transaction together. Okay? At some point, I am a professional, right? I might not be a makeup artist, but I am a professional advisor. Right? And how did I establish that? Because I'm doing a consultation. The word consultation infers you are going to consult. You are coming to me to consult. That automatically puts me in a position of authority. I hope I'm making sense to y'all. Can you let me know with a high five or something in the comments that this is making sense? Okay? You don't want to put yourself, by your own words in your own post, in a position that people think they can just come to you and you're a non-for-profit. Because I don't care what kind of business you have, you need to be in the black. You at least need to break even, and you preferably want to be in the black, especially if you want the IRS to continue to see you as a business and not a hobbyist. You need to be in the black. Right? And so you actually need to know exactly how many consultations you need to do in order to be in the black. I'm getting some yes, it makes sense. High fives. Okay. So it's making sense. You want to be doing consultations. That is how you build a solid book of business, is by doing consultations, not by doing free faces. Right? Because an attorney is going to do a consultation with you and they're going to move right into what needs to happen next and how much you need to write a check out for at the end of that consultation. And that's just the first check, right? And this isn't all about, because ain't nothing wrong with making money. But again, you got to be in the black to stay in business, right? And a lot of you are struggling with, you're doing faces, but you're not doing consultations. There's a huge difference. When you do a consultation, you now are in a position of authority. And at the end of that consultation, you're going to be making recommendations. You're going to be making recommendations, okay? Here's what I recommend. Because the whole premise of the consultation is that you are there to solve a problem. And the person who solves the most problems makes the most money, okay? Because the person who solves the most problems helps the most people. And it's just nature's way of rewarding you for helping people. The money is just a pecuniary exchange for the help that you've provided. So let me give you some examples. I've gone live, and one of my best lives ever was me showing how I cover up these dark under eye circles, which I went overboard with today, okay? And because people know that live is out there, they know that blog post is out there, I get inboxed on a regular basis. I get tagged on posts because I'm now seen as an authority an expert, if you will, on how to cover up dark under eye circles. So then we move to a consultation. At the end of that consultation, I'd say they come to me for a consultation because they have a problem. The consultation, I'm going to do more listening than I am talking, and I'm going to listen. And then at the end is when I'm going to talk. So it's 90% listening, 10% talking. Here's the recommendation. Here is how we solve the problem. By the way, this is how much it's going to cost you if you're serious about solving this problem. Okay? If you get this piece of it, you will never run out of customers. You will never run out of referrals. But you have to first become the authority. You have to first become a person of influence and a trusted advisor. Okay? Ali, I don't know you, but you about to get blocked. Boom. Okay? So you have to become the trusted. See, Felisa says, I need to see that video. Great tips. Okay. So to learn what to do once you've done the consultation, that is part of the 30-day influence booster challenge. And so what you'll want to do is you'll want to, here, let me add this link here for you. And pin it. Oops. Yep, that's it. And you'll want to join us for the 30-day Influence Booster Challenge, okay? And this challenge is open to small business owners. It's open to service providers. It's open to anyone looking to increase their influence and be able to become an influencer on social media. We're going to walk you through Facebook 101, walk you through video marketing, because video is going to be the #1 way to create influence and drive people to a consultation. Listen to what I just said. I went live and talked about how I cover up these hideous dark under eye circles. And ever since then, I've been seen as an authority on how to cover up your dark under eye circles. But listen to me. It's great to wake up to orders. I do it all the time. I wake up to money. I wake up to people who've bought courses and coaching from me without even knowing that they've bought it. Right? Sometimes, I might not know for a day or two. Oh, I made this sale in my sleep. It does happen. But there is nothing that replaces, especially when you are starting out. When you are launching, you need to build relationships and have those relationships be the foundation to your business. And how you do that is the one-on-one consultation, okay? And that is at the heart of what you do. Provide value to drive people to a consultation so that you now have a much greater chance of closing, okay? Because everybody wasn't born a closer like Tamira. That's what they used to call me at the bank, the closer, because I could close like nobody's business. Right? Because I understood when and how to close. But the great thing is if you do a consultation, then closing is real simple, because closing is so easy. All you're saying is based on what you've told me, and they're not going to argue with you because they just told you, right? It's kind of hard to do that if they just got a link. It's very hard to do that if all they got was a link. They are looking to connect with a person. They can't ask a website for the information that you can give them verbally. They need someone to listen. And that's what sets you apart from the big companies that are out there, is you are their face, you are their point of contact. They're going to trust and believe you, and you can outsell a company any day, side by side, because they're getting you. And you know what? There are going to be people who say, well, why should I pay that much? And they don't get that it's because you are part of the transaction. Those are not your people. Bless, release, and move on. Okay? Bless, release, and move on. Those are not your people. And that's okay. There's 2.1 billion people on Facebook. Don't let one person stop your blessing. You keep going. You keep going, and you will find your people. They are going to show up. What you are seeking is seeking you. believe that. Okay, so 30-day influence booster challenge starts tomorrow. You want to get in there. We're pretty near capacity already. The link is there. I'm gonna go because I need some water, but if you have any questions, just drop them below in the comments and I will be sure to answer them. Y'all have a great weekend. Bye.